Marvel Studios has made a bold move that no one saw coming. With the superhero genre experiencing fatigue, Disney's Marvel decided to shake things up dramatically with their latest release, Thunderbolts. Originally positioned as an edgy, standalone project featuring anti-heroes, it now carries the name The New Avengers. But why? And more importantly, how is this reshaping Marvel's fan base? Thunderbolts introduces a fascinating cast of morally ambiguous characters, each portrayed by prominent actors. Florence Pugh returns as Yelena Belova, stepping into the role once occupied by Scarlett Johansson's iconic Black Widow. Sebastian Stan reprises his fan-favorite role as Bucky Barnes, bringing a conflicted yet heroic parallel to Captain America. David Harbour plays Red Guardian, an older, rough-around-the-edges counterpart to the patriotic Steve Rogers. Wyatt Russell's U.S. agent echoes Captain America's ethos with darker, more controversial methods, while Hannah John Kamen's Ghost brings shades reminiscent of Vision, a mysterious and complex character whose loyalties are uncertain. Finally, Stephen Yeun's Sentry emerges as a powerful but unstable counterpart to the Hulk, adding volatile energy to the team dynamic. Yelena Belova, portrayed by Florence Pugh. Florence Pugh, an Academy Award-nominated actress, brings a dynamic presence to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, as Yelena Belova. Known for her roles in films like Midsommar and Little Women, Pugh's portrayal of Yelena adds a blend of wit, strength, and vulnerability to the character. Yelena, introduced in Black Widow, is the adoptive sister of Natasha Romanoff. Trained in the Red Room, she possesses skills akin to Natasha's, but carries the burden of a manipulated past. Her journey from a controlled assassin to a self-aware individual seeking redemption adds layers to her character. Compared to Natasha, Yelena exhibits a more sardonic and emotionally open demeanor. While both are formidable fighters, Yelena's approach is less polished, reflecting her struggle to find her place in a world that once used her as a weapon. Bucky Barnes, portrayed by Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan has portrayed Bucky Barnes since Captain America, the first Avenger, evolving the character from a loyal friend to a complex figure grappling with a dark past. Stan's consistent performance has made Bucky a cornerstone of the MCU. Bucky's transformation into the Winter Soldier, a brainwashed assassin, and his subsequent path to redemption showcase the character's depth. His experiences, including a stint as a U.S. congressman, highlight his desire to atone for his past actions. In contrast to Steve Rogers' unwavering moral compass, Bucky embodies the consequences of war and manipulation. His internal battles and quest for identity offer a more nuanced perspective on heroism within the MCU. Red Guardian, portrayed by David Harbour. David Harbour, recognized for his role in Stranger Things, infuses Red Guardian with a mix of bravado and vulnerability. His portrayal adds a humanizing touch to a character often seen as the Soviet counterpart to Captain America. Alexei Shostakov, or Red Guardian, was the USSR's attempt to create their own super soldier. Unlike Steve Rogers, Alexei's career was marred by obscurity and personal failures, leading to a complex character seeking validation and purpose. While Captain America symbolizes idealism and leadership, Red Guardian represents the disillusionment of a hero forgotten by history. His journey reflects the challenges of living in the shadow of a more celebrated counterpart, U.S. agent portrayed by Wyatt Russell. Wyatt Russell brings depth to John Walker, the U.S. agent, portraying a man burdened by expectations and a flawed sense of duty. Russell's performance captures the internal conflict of a soldier striving to uphold a legacy he doesn't fully understand. John Walker, introduced in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, was chosen to succeed Steve Rogers as Captain America. However, his aggressive methods and moral ambiguity led to controversy and eventual disgrace. Unlike Steve, who embodies selflessness and integrity, Walker's actions are driven by a desire for recognition and validation. His character serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of heroism without humility. Ghost, portrayed by Hannah John Kamen. Hannah John Kamen portrays Ava Starr, known as Ghost, with a haunting intensity. Her performance in Ant-Man and the Wasp introduced audiences to a character tormented by pain and a desperate need for stability. Ava's phasing abilities, a result of a quantum accident, cause her constant agony. Her alignment with the Thunderbolts offers a chance at redemption and control over her condition. Ghost's struggle contrasts with characters like Vision, who also grapple with their identities. However, while Vision seeks understanding, Ava's journey is about survival and finding peace amidst chaos. Sentry, portrayed by Lewis Pullman. Lewis Pullman steps into the role of Bob Reynolds, or Sentry, bringing a nuanced portrayal of a hero battling inner demons. Pullman's performance adds a layer of vulnerability to one of Marvel's most powerful characters. Bob's immense strength is counterbalanced by his alter ego, the Void, a manifestation of his darkest impulses. This duality makes Sentry a complex figure, embodying both hope and destruction. Compared to the Hulk, who also struggles with dual identities, Sentry's conflict is more psychological, delving into themes of mental health and the burden of power. The Thunderbolts assemble a team of flawed yet compelling characters, each reflecting and contrasting with members of the original Avengers. This new lineup offers fresh narratives, exploring themes of redemption, identity, and the complexities of heroism. As Marvel continues to evolve its cinematic universe, it poses questions about who can be a hero and why anyone can step up and do the right thing despite personal struggles and all the inner pain the main characters or the roster are facing. But by renaming Thunderbolts as the new Avengers, Marvel Studios wasn't just rebranding a film, they were rebranding an entire phase of their cinematic universe. Many fans speculate that Disney made this strategic decision to breathe new life into the Avengers' legacy, pulling in a younger audience while maintaining appeal for seasoned viewers craving complexity. Yet, this move hasn't been universally welcomed. Comic book purists argue that Disney is diluting classic narratives to fit mainstream appetites, complaining about the deviation from original comic arcs. Others, longtime fans of Marvel films predating Disney's acquisition, feel increasingly alienated by what they perceive as commercial tactics over authentic storytelling. Despite these divisions, the bold marketing gamble has paid off in terms of box office numbers and critical acclaim. The film boasts an 88% positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes, significantly boosting Marvel's image at a time when superhero films face skepticism. But this success sparks important questions. Could this rebranding deepen the rift within Marvel's diverse fan base? Will future releases face backlash from original comic readers? Or will newer fans fully embrace these reinvented heroes? Ultimately, Disney's decision signals a calculated risk, trading nostalgic comfort for narrative innovation. Whether you love or hate this shift, it undeniably positions Marvel at the forefront of an evolving entertainment landscape. What will this mean for future installments? Only time and audience reaction will tell.